but also will be somebody who will be guard, maybe Clint Esamis.
And Game 3 is officially underway. And the first possession will go to the Beda University Red Lions. 4 graduating players on the Beda side. Team captain Peter Alfaro, Dami Contapay, JV Gallego, and Cliff Hopia. Over on the other side for Mapua, Warren Bonifacio will be playing in his final NCAA game along with Jopet Soriano. Coach, a different situation for you, a different Game 3. You, from being on the coaching sidelines to now hearing, being in the panel.
It's gonna be fun for me because sabi ko nga sa kanina, biruan natin, I've been in the finals thrice. Hindi ako umabot always ng Game 3. So this is unfamiliar territory for me, but I'm about to witness a game that's gonna be for sure be token for ages.
Coach Randy Alcantara looking to recapture the championship he last won as a player 32 years ago. Let's go to your keys to victory, Coach Topex, as we see here for Mapua.
Talking about Coach Randy Alcantara and the rest of the Mapua Cardinals, finishing strong is going to be crucial because Game 1 and Game 2, yes, they were leading majority of those games, but come fourth quarter, medyo dun sila nagpo-falter. Maybe one of the reasons why is because Coach Randy doesn't really have that deep of a rotation for his team. Valuing every possession. Game 2, Mapua still committed the same turnovers, 11. But in effect, itong Beda was able to convert 13 points off of those turnovers and 16 fast breaks points. That's why it's very important that you take care of the ball. Pound the paint, you want to go high percentage, Anton. This is the finals. You want to go as close or as deeper to the basket if you are Mapua.
Mapua, as I mentioned earlier, only averaging 10.5 points in the fourth period. Beda averaging 19. So that just goes to show na mas malalim ang rotation nitong Beda. Escamis, aatake. Hernandez. Too strong on the jumper. Bonifacio against Hopia. Warren Bonifacio too strong. And Cliff Hopia comes up with a rebound. Jacob stops, pops, and connects. It's a 4-0 start for the Bedans.
Game 2 of the finals, this was the same scenario, Anton. Itong Beda coming off a good start, but itong Mapua naman slowly is gonna inch their way in. But the turnovers of Mapua is not gonna help him anyways.
Beda got off to an 8-0 start in game number 2. Cortez for 3. Short. At babalik ang bola sa Mapuans. What an atmosphere. A sea of red and yellow in this finals rematch. 32 years in the making. Bola na kay Escamis. The Rookie of the Year, the MVP, also part of the all-defensive team. Escamis against Cortez. Escamis! Right in the face of the King Lion.
Escamis making sure that he's not gonna miss those shots, especially ikaw yung pinanghuhugutan ng energy or ng hope nitong Mapua. That's why early on, you'll see how aggressive he is.
Royo, the surprise starter, dumps the ball to Hopia. Hopia underneath. Bonifacio with a stop.
That was a good defensive stop coming from Warren Bonifacio. Early on, being physical dito kay Clint Hopia.
Cortez is defending Escamis. The switch comes. Escamis pulls up. Can't convert. And the whistle blown, but you can't hear it. All right. Clint Escamis, the face of the NCAA, the hero that Mapua is hoping to deliver a championship. Lexi Gonzalez was able to speak with him earlier today. Let's go to Lexi right now.
Before we go to Clint Escamis, I want to share a few about Coach Randy Alcantara. Defense, teamwork, and trust. Those are the 3 keys to Coach Randy Alcantara's victory. Sabi pa niya, tiwala sa kanyang players ang kanyang pinangahawakan dahil sabi pa niya, sila ang magra-run ng show. Coach Randy himself knows what victory feels like as a player dahil 32 years ago, they were the last Cardinals to bag a championship for Mapua. But today, 3 decades after, now as the head coach, Coach Randy said that he relies on his players to follow the game plan and to use the trust of the whole Mapuan community as their fire to N32 and be the newest champions this NCAA season a new legacy will be written today, Anton and Coach Topex.
That's one way the story could end. And yes, it has been a passionate season and final series for Coach Randy Alcantara, who actually had to exit game number 1 late in the game as he was getting high blood already. Assistant coach Yong Garcia had to step in to finish the game for Coach Randy.
Yes, we hope that Coach Randy will be able to really be, on top of the situation right now. Obviously, there's the pressure of Game 3. But looking now at the offense of both teams, Anton, as si Samis is shooting a free throw. Both main guys for this team are really facilitating, not only offensively, defensively also putting up the pressure. But what's obvious is they take a shot, they pass the ball. Clint Escamis first time took a shot, he kind of orchestrated the play for his teammates. Ganun din naman itong si Jacob Cortez. Not only just looking at scoring for himself, but making sure guys like Royo will be given ample support.
You know, it's interesting as you say that, Coach Topex. Mike Cortez, the dad of Jacob, always gives him bullet points before every game. And I asked Jacob, what was the bullet point that stood out the most? And he said, trust your teammates. And just like that, trusting Cliff Hopia to finish in the paint.
That was solid performance coming from Jacob. Amidst the physicality that he's been getting from their guards of Mapua, he was able to not only look at that basketball, but see a Clint Hopia open on that end.
And Hopia has been incredible in these finals, especially in game number 2 in the second half, getting those 3 offensive rebounds. Now, let's try to see what the effect of San Beda winning against Mapua for the first time in game number 2 was. Hannah Arguelles has the scoop for us. Let's go to her right now.
Thank you so much, Anton. The Red Lions have finally cracked the Mapua code at nang makausap ko ang main mastermind na si Coach Yuri Escueta patungkol dito. Ang sabi niya sa akin, it was simply a matter of keeping their confidence despite the losses earlier on in the season and of course, maintaining their composure to execute their plans. Na-mention din ni Coach Yuri ang kanyang veterans and their big contributions in Game 2, lalo na si Clifford Hopia and his rebounding that changed the flow of the game to the Red Lions' favor. Dagdag pa ni Coach na his veterans, how they carry themselves and how they lead the team is one thing that keeps the team locked in. So remember these names, Peter Alfaro, Davi Cuntapay, Clifford Hopia, and one player Coach Yuri emphasized as an immense hard worker, JB Gallego. Ito, ang inyong mga veterano na sa huling pagkakataon ay maglalaro para sa kanilang karerang pangkolehiyo. Thoughts on this, Anton and Coach Topex?
Oh, it's always special and it's a moment that you will remember for the rest of your life.
Winning championships will be something that's gonna bond yung pagsasama nitong mga manlalaro. Just sharing with you, the last time I won a championship in the NCAA was 1997. And up to now, you always remember those moments. Every time you see those teammates, kahit ilang taon na kayo nag-uusap, it's still gonna be the finals. That's how important and that's how it bonded the team winning a championship.
Coach, that was the last of the San Sebastian 5-peat, right?
Yes, sir.
With the sensational 6, the likes of Romel Aducol and Brixter Encarnacion. A lot of history. And this man right beside me, Topex Robinson, deeply rooted here in the NCAA. Right now, San Beda leading Mapua 9-4. As we see all of the tweets again, join us in our conversation. Use the hashtag NCAA Finals Game 3. Tag GMA Sports PH and NCAA Philippines as well. Shout out to everybody na nakatutok ngayon, wherever it is you're watching, live on GMA, GTV, or all over social media.
This is gonna be a solid game, especially at the start of 4 minutes pa lang tayo dito. But you see a lot of energy, a lot of really guys being enthusiastic about the situation and not minding the crowd. As much as tayo right now, we cannot even hear each other, but these guys are really locked in.
Game number 2, there was a crowd of 22,465 at the Mall of Asia Arena. And later on, you will get the numbers for this mammoth crowd in front of us right now. Mapua runs out of time as it has been a difficult start, a struggle for the Cardinals here in Game 3.
One of the good things that San Beda is doing right now at the start of the ball game, they're making sure that when they were able to corral itong si Clint Escamis. There's the first few possessions na nakita natin na nagdidepensa ng maayos, maganda yung ginagawa. Pero, dito naman sa kapinang panig, Jacob Cortez not only looking to score, time and time again, looking for his open teammates.
Jacob Cortez with 2 assists already. And the MVP responds with a 3. Clint Escamis stoic in his expression. He is on today. We have a timeout. Sun Beda is on top by 4. A mammoth crowd here at the Mecca of Philippine sports, the Araneta Coliseum, for the biggest game of the year. Game number 3 of the NCAA Season 99 Finals between Sun Beda and Mapua. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Anton Rojas working alongside Coach Topex Robinson. And of course, at courtside, we've got Lexi Gonzalez and Hannah Arguelles reporting for Mapua and Sun Beda respectively. Cortez being defended by Rosillo. Cortez hounded. Cortez forces a 3. That's a good stop for Mapua. Bola na kay Escamis. Escamis inside pass. Soriano was not ready. That's a turnover.
You know, there's a reason why itong si Clint Escamis was kind of frustrated on that play. Not because Soriano was able to commit a turnover, but he was the one who passes the ball to Soriano. At hindi pa ready doon si Soriano, kaya naman si Clint, you know, the veteran that he is, you know, talked about how to adjust. But talking about now the picks for this game para sa koponan naman ni Coach Yuri Escueta, turn garbage into gold. We've talked about the turnovers of Mapua during Game 2. Ito yung capitalize. That's where they capitalize on because they really scored a lot on those turnovers coming from Mapua. And with that, run, Lions, run. We've talked about this, Anton, that we know that Sun Beda is really well-known for their half-court offense. Pero dito sa Game 2, medyo tinakbuhan nila ng konti. Medyo sinurprise nila because they wanna make sure bago makapag-set up ng depensa itong Sun Beda or itong Mapua, makakaroon sila ng chance to score. Both pound the paint. Game 3, you wanna go high percentage. And as you notice, the first few possessions pa lang, especially para sa koponan nitong Sun Beda, all of those scoring are coming from the paint.
Coach Topex, you mentioned run, Lions run. It's kind of like a throwback to the Frankie Lim years that you were coaching against because those Sun Beda teams love to run, but very different this version of Coach Yuri Escueta because they're actually dead last in fast break points, only averaging 6 per game. Pero yun nga, sa game number 2, they had 13 fast break points.
That just shows how deep-rooted itong coaching staff nitong Sun Beda is, Anton, because at this point kasi you have to really make sure that you're gonna throw in things na hindi pa nakikita ng Mapua, and it worked wonders for them because now they adjusted itong Mapua. They adjusted yung kanilang rotation as you look at Coach, you know, Chito Victorero. Talking about veterans coming from Mapua, Chito Victorero is one of them.
And of course, the cool cat, Mike Cortez, as always, in attendance supporting his son Jacob. Oh, Hopia with the rejection. But Soriano managing to find a way to put it up. But Hopia bothered him enough. James Payosing off the bench for just the second time this season. One of the most hard-working players on this Sun Beda roster. And James Payosing is impervious to pressure.
Talking about adjustments, Anton, James Payosing will give you extra energy or oxygen pagkatapos ng first quarter ng itong game. sakto yung pasok niya in the 4th minute mark. Gonna give you the energy that San Beda needs at this juncture.
The 6'2", 20-year-old sophomore from Davao de Oro, but grew up in Surigao del Sur. Former San Beda Red Club as well, James Payosing, making his entry here in game number 3. And making his entry as well, playing Alex Becer as the co-captain alongside Peter Alfaro here in season 99. San Beda, biggest lead of the game for them at 7. Cross-court pass. Hernandez, one dribble pull-up. Hernandez overshoots that one. Rosilio, offensive rebound. And the shots hard to come by for Mapua. Running down the floor, Andrada blows the layup. First sorry miss of the game. Bonifacio, will he come alive for Mapua? Bola na kay Hernandez. Hernandez off the glass and hit Paulo Hernandez.
Paulo Hernandez finally, nailing that one for Mapua. You'll notice on those defense after the timeout itong San Beda opting to go zone. Kaya naman nagkaroon ng, yes, they might have missed a shot itong Mapua, but the extra possession that they get, is really going to be crucial for Mapua right now.
AJ Royo, no-look pass! The reserve point guard turning into a starter here in the finals, making his presence felt. And shout out to everybody who are tweeting right now. Keep it coming. Magingay sa social media. Gamitin na hashtag NCAA Season 99 and hashtag NCAA Finals Game 3 as Camis, the number 1 player when it comes to steals, gets his first one here in Game 3. But a counter steal by Payosing. 2-on-1 fast break. James against Clint. That's a foul on the MVP. Clint Escamis, first rookie MVP since Renz Abando, first MVP point guard in the NCAA since Scottie Thompson back in NCAA season 90, 2014, and first Mapua guard to win MVP since Phil Canadian Kelvin De La Peña back in season 83, 2007. Another entry, Eman Tagle, also a San Beda University Red Club. And these Red Clubs, grabe yung history. 23 NCAA Juniors Basketball Championships, karamihan ng mga Red Clubs umaabante, elevated to the San Beda Red Lions program.
That just shows how deep, kumbaga, yung preparation itong San Beda Red Lions for the longest time, being at the helm of college basketball.
Sa juniors, 23 titles. Sa seniors, 22 championships. The winningest basketball program in the country. Two minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in the first period. And Coach Randy Alcantara calls for time. Magbabalik po ang Game 3 ng NCAA Season 99 Finals. Game number 3, the final game, the last chapter in this epic story of season 99, a season of heroes. And it is only fitting that we are here at the Mecca of Philippine sports, the Araneta Coliseum. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. A finals rematch, 32 years in the making. And Mapuans and Bedans from different eras here today to celebrate what could be another exciting chapter written and etched in the history books. Paulo Hernandez once scored 33 points in a Game 3 when he won the championship for Mapua back in season 94. 33 points, coach, in a title-clinching game.
You know, talking about itong si Paulo Hernandez, Anton, it cannot just be a Clint Escamis show for this Game 3. You need the support. But because you know now Clint, knowing that he cannot carry all the load, is getting guys ready or available. Same goes with Jacob Cortez. Not only looking to score, but looking for those able bodies that are willing to contribute in their own little way.
Mapua switching to a zone. Escamis with a rebound. The MVP is running. Escamis to Soriano. Soriano draws a foul.
Just like the first time, Anton, itong si Soriano turned the ball over off of that pass. But again, the leader that Escamis is, he will not hesitate to give you another opportunity, which turned out now to be a foul. That's why Soriano is about to shoot 2 free throws.
So Coach Randy Alcantara, his 4th season as the head coach of his beloved alma mater, Mapua. 2nd time he has led them to the finals, and he is hoping that they get the job done this time around.
Obviously, the experience of playing in the finals is going to be one of the key factors this Mapua Cardinals has coming into this ball game. And I'm sure kung may paghuhugutan man ng storya itong si Coach Randy, they will talk about last season the previous season that they played in the finals.
Mapua forces a turnover but unable to get it to the point guard. New possession for San Beda. And Mapua continues to utilize that 2-3 zone. Payosing, titira mula sa labas. Soriano, natapik pataas. Napulot ni Gonzalez. Nigel Gonzalez, the rookie! The former star player of Mapua High School, now in a San Beda uniform, scores his first field goal here in Game 3.
So far, the 50-50 balls are being won by San Beda, making sure that any opportunity that they have to get those extra possessions, San Beda will score on that.
Warren Bonifacio. Mapua desperately needs their captain to come alive here in game number 3.
First few minutes of the first quarter, Anton, it was Clint Escamis. Now Warren Bonifacio is the one taking care of the scoring puddles for Mapua.
And there he is, back-to-back baskets for Warren Bonifacio, playing in his final game in what has been a long career in the NCAA, 10 years to be exact. From the high school level to the collegiate level, Warren Bonifacio has given his all for Mapua, winning their first ever championship in the juniors division and wanting to graduate as a champion.
Bonifacio making sure that he will keep that flame alive for the Mapua Cardinals, bringing in the championship experience. You'll notice he's so calm and collected. Kahit nagkakaroon ng runs itong San Beda, he makes sure to get everybody in check and grounded.
Bonifacio entered Mapua in the year 2013. This is his 10th year anniversary. Kuntapay is in the game, and Dami Kuntapay puts his name.
One of the few things that worked for San Beda on Game 1 or Game 2 is the contribution of everybody. Game 1, it was Jacob Cortez who really put everything sa kanyang likod. But now, ang gandang tingnan itong San Beda, not only working together offensively, but also making sure that they're gonna work together defensively.
Tagle with a jumper in and out. Tapi ka ng bola, mapupunta kay Cuenco. Binigay dito kay Dalisay. Dalisay on the attack. Nabitawan ang bola. At mapupulot ni Dami Kuntapay in San Beda basketball.
The turnovers of Mapua, really giving them a lot of problems right now because San Beda has more possessions because of those turnovers. Rare are the times na hindi nakaka-atake itong San Beda.
Mapua has turned the ball over 6 times in this game. And San Beda scored 7 points off turnovers as Nigel Gonzalez gives San Beda its biggest lead of the game. And Coach Randy Alcantara rings the alarm as San Beda is now on top by 9, their biggest lead of the game. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back.